Many organizations then started throwing networking breaks, etc., with nothing more than cocktail breaks with the word networking attached to it, which is just bullshit. So this is my week, all focused on co-elevating communities. That's a lot of C's and a lot of new words. Let me explain what I mean. A co-elevating community is a group of individuals who come together, who commit to going higher together, to commit to cracking the code on some subject, some way of acting or being, or some idea, and committing as a group to elevating both each other and the mission at hand. Co-elevating communities. Now, I am touching these left and right this week. I've been a part of a number of co-elevating communities for quite a while now. On Tuesday of this week, I will be meeting with a group of chief marketing officers that I have created with one of our clients, Genesis. And this is a group of clients and prospects for Genesis, but more importantly, Genesis marketing organization allowed me to not just create a forum by which they can sell, but a forum of chief marketing officers that commit to each other's success, commit to coaching each other, commit to going higher together. And in fact, it's beautiful to watch Genesis work within this group. They're sitting there as a peer group, as a peer member, committed to these chief marketing officers. Selling happens later when relationships are formed. They're leading with the formation of developing these kind of relationships. We have about 50 chief marketing officers from some of the most well-known organizations in the world who commit to coming together and being leaning in and caring about each other personally and professionally. There's lots of organizations like this. When I was originally a chief marketing officer, I joined the Marketing 50, which is now a part of the World 50 organization, an extraordinary organization that's created one after another co-elevating groups by functional area that work together, learn together, grow together, expand together, network together, etc. The G100 is a similar group of HR executives and CEOs, and I can go on and on. The YPO organization creates these co-elevating peer-to-peer communities of co-elevation among senior executives, EO, entrepreneurs organization, etc. A co-elevating community is a word given to a group of individuals that are committed to each other's success. I've created one for HR executives, I've created one for chief marketing officers, and those just really are awesome. The group that we are now working for right now in this video series is a really interesting group. It's the Genesis organization that I mentioned earlier had been using me as an MC to facilitate, using my art form of working with individuals to bring them out of the shell, open up vulnerability, get people to share where they are with each other. And my knowledge of the executive suite combined with my ability to open up that kind of empathy has made me a great MC. But what we're doing for the next 24 hours is teaching all of the sales and marketing people at this organization how to create co-elevating communities on their own, whether that's in a selling situation. How do I create co-elevating community at a particular client? How do I co-create with this group of individuals a new way of working together that sure is going to end up in a lot more contracts, but it's going to end up with a commitment to that individual's agenda and a commitment to elevating that individual and their agenda. We're also going to start looking at events. Ultimately, I don't believe that events are going to survive. Events that curate and focus on curating the front of the room and the content could easily be replaced by people watching TED Talks at home. The most extraordinary content can come to you today. You don't have to go to it. Many organizations then started throwing networking breaks, etc., with nothing more than cocktail breaks with the word networking attached to it, which is just bullshit. What you really need to do is you need to start to curate a meeting to unleash the butts in seats, and make the people in the audience as important as what's going on stage. And I'm going to be working through an entire day on video camera, filming how do you move from creating traditional dinners, salons, conferences, and events. How do you move that to creating co-elevating communities that are committed to each other's success, loyal to each other, to the mission, and of course to the brand that's hosting it. When I was a chief marketing officer, I started playing with these ideas, and over the years we have perfected this with many, many clients. I call it high touch marketing, this creation of community. As a part of the offering that a company has, it's not only bringing its product to market, but it's bringing its networks of clients to market to serve each other. A very powerful shift in the creation of loyalty. The other area that I'm focusing on this week around co-elevating community is my own little dear project. My new business partner, Ben, and I have purchased 15 acres outside of Los Angeles, and we're going to create a new retreat center in Topanga Canyon. This is a retreat center which will be creating a series of communities of CEOs, of chief marketing officers, of heads of HR, of artists, of investors, of scientists, of musicians. We will be the platform for these groups to come, learn how to co-elevate with each other, learn how to serve each other, learn how to crack the code of challenges they're struggling with, right? And this Camp Co-Elevation in Topanga Canyon will be a place where people will be able to experience a different way of being, a way of co-elevating with their peers that may have been something they've never felt before, but once they feel it, they experience it, they'll be able to leave Camp Co-Elevation and implement it themselves in all parts of their lives, even in their marriages and in their families. You know, imagine our families being co-elevating, our spousal relationships being truly co-elevating, our neighborhoods, our friendships, our charities being co-elevating. This is the way the world needs to go. And I want to help being the tipping point for the creation of it. And the first thing that had to happen is we needed a language. Co-elevation was a word we had to create to embody all of these things together, of going higher together, and these communities. This is an extraordinary week. Jam-packed, lots of late nights. Looking forward to keeping you up to date and letting you see this video at some point around how you can move your own dinners, your own events into real co-elevating communities. Get ready for the ride. It's going to be a long one this week.